She had no idea that getting into that car would be the last decision she made as a free person. On May 19, 1977, Colleen Stan, a 20-year-old hitchhiker, was making her way from Oregon to California to visit a friend. She had done this before, trusted her instincts, even turned down a few rides that didn't feel right. But when a seemingly normal couple with a baby offered her a ride, she felt safe. She was wrong. The couple, Cameron and Janice Hooker, drove for hours. Everything seemed fine, until they pulled off the road near Red Bluff, California. That's when Colleen felt the cold steel of a knife against her throat. Before she could scream, they forced her into a wooden box, a head cage, locking her inside, cutting her off from the world. That was only the beginning. When they arrived at their home, Cameron Hooker forced Colleen into a coffin-like wooden box, shoving her under their bed. It became her prison. For 7 years, she was kept in total darkness for up to 23 hours a day, only let out to be tortured, starved, and forced into submission. She wasn't just a prisoner. She was a slave. Hooker brainwashed her into believing that a powerful, secret organization called the Company would kill her and her family if she tried to escape. The fear kept her compliant. She was forced to sign a slavery contract, renouncing her identity, stripped of everything that made her human. And for years no one knew. But the most horrifying part? The Hookers let her out in public, under strict control. They even took her to visit her family, but by then she was too broken and afraid to ask for help. She was convinced that no one could save her. Until 1984. Janice Hooker, the wife who had stood by as her husband tortured Colleen, finally cracked. She told Colleen the truth. The Company was a lie. It didn't exist. There was no secret organization hunting her. At that moment, Colleen realized she could leave. And she did. She walked out the front door and called her family. 7 years of captivity over in an instant. Cameron Hooker was arrested and sentenced to 104 years in prison. But the scars he left behind? Those don't fade. Colleen Stan survived. But what she endured is something out of a nightmare. What would you have done in her situation? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling true crime stories.